Let's examine this small table.
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one? So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Okay, so that's completed. I've inspected it thoroughly. You got anything to add, Lestrade? Yep. Apparently so.
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments he was apparently capable of anything. Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog and set it alight. Another day he threw a decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
The alcohol seemed to madden him.
To the point that we were forced to intervene several times to avoid a scandal.
What a douchebag. Had a severe drinking problem once he's let... Oh my god, that's so bad. Actually, there might have been a few more clues in there, actually. No, I don't think... No, of course not.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
I thought you were going to do it. Nah, forget about it.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
So there wasn't much of a squabble then. He didn't really fight, he just dead.
He had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
Of course not.
Quite a large stick, a formidable weapon.
Does it have blood on it?
That must be the murder weapon. The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
Lovely.
It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
Yeah, I mean, left side of the head, and then there's blood splattered everywhere. Because if he hit him, blood would have been splattered all over the wall, not all over the grate. So I think, but then if he hit his head, blood wouldn't have been splattered all over like that.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me. A fur trader's cabin. It appears that the...
Okay, he did that. Is that blood?
This glass has some wine traces.
No, it's just wine.
But
Okay.
no visible beeswing.
I have no idea what beeswing is.
There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
See, everything would be
rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear.
Maybe he was poisoned. If I understood all these references,
Chateau
it would make it a lot
Calor
easier.
Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru.
Grand Cru. Well,
A
merci.
decanter standing next to the open bottle, an inseparable pair indeed.
I don't know what this is. I need to understand all the British lingo. I have no idea what a decanter is. 2 glasses. Glass with B-wing. There were 3 people drinking wine out of these glasses. One of the 3 probably prefers wine with B-swing. I have no idea what that is. There were 2 people drinking wine out of these glasses. The remaining glass with the B-swing consisted solely of the dregs with the other 2 glasses. Actually, no. See, I have no idea what any of these are, so let's go with that. Or there's 2 possible explanations. Mrs. Brackenstall killed her husband before, after drinking wine with her maid, or the Randall gang killed them. I don't know, we need more clues. We'll stick with the Randall gang as of now. But I should like to inspect the room.
Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail.
Toby!
I'll take it with me.
Go find Toby.
This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to. A deer hunt. A fur trader's cabin.
Anything else that can be examined? The sideboard.
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France.
From France.
An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents. This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen. A bottle of wine is missing here.
Probably the one that was
The
used.
criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware.
Maybe they were hungry and they needed forks. Unless of course silverware means like jewelry, which it probably does.
Hunting scene. This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there.
How would anyone know? One was tied to a chair and the other's dead, so how would they know if they did or not?
The death was instant.
That's great. Toby! Back to Baker Street. Hello, boy.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
Let's go. Where shall we go? Abbey Grange? No. Wait a minute. Toby!
Search, Toby.
Sick 'em. Hey, I'm Toby. Awesome. Oh, I'm so adorable. Look at me with my long ears. I'm like Dumbo, but for a dog.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
Where to now? Down the well? Did Timmy fall down the well?
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
They probably... about to say, they probably hit a murder weapon.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Brave Toby. They probably hid something in the well. And then they scaled the wall.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall. The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
We must investigate the shed. Where be it? It's here.
This hook might be useful. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved. Small gardening tools. Nothing of great interest. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
Great. Okay, that's the shed. Now we go to the well.
There's something glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it? If only I had something with which I could lift that object.
I guess I don't have it. I guess I don't have what I need.
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
Your ladyship?
You ain't got anything to say? Oh, she does. Interesting.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behaviour.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead, but a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was specially hard for her.